Police headquarters. I'm sorry, Lieutenant Owens is on special duty tonight at the Ritz Hotel. Police headquarters.
Hello, Lieutenant. I see the swells have got you working for them tonight, too.
Yeah, hello, Mullins. How's the boy?
Okay, Lieutenant. How's things down at headquarters?
Oh, about the same, Mullins. How's it with you?
Oh, one of these hotel dig jobs is a cinch, Lieutenant. I'd rather be back on the riot squad. If I don't have some excitement on this job before long, I'll make the commissioner put me back on the old job again.
You'll soon get your fill of it. This was your speed, Tim. Watching for jewel snatchers at a swell party.
Yeah?
Come on, Tim, spill it. What's the matter?
Nothing except the hotel tells me to roam around this affair, keeping my eyes open so none of these swells don't lose their sparklers. And this guy Vandergrist comes up to me and he says the help is supposed to stand over by the door.
I can see what burns you up, Tim.
I ain't got no use for guys like that living on his wife's money. What are you doing here tonight, Lieutenant?
Mrs. Vandergrist called the commissioner this afternoon and requested someone from the detective bureau to look over the party this evening. Evidently, she wasn't impressed by the hotel protection.
I never seen the day I couldn't handle something that'd take 10 of you punks to take care of.
Hey, where's that scream from?
Over there by the promenade. Come on. Hey, let us through here. Will you pardon us, please? What happened over here?
My wife has fainted.
What caused her to scream?
I don't know. I was...
Oh, my brooch! My diamond brooch! It's gone!
Who took it?
Oh, I don't know. I was standing over there.
But, Martha, perhaps you dropped it.
Wait a minute, Mr. Vandergrist. Let's let your wife tell her story. Go ahead, ma'am.
Well, I was standing over there by that curtain, showing the brooch to some friends. I had just pinned it onto my dress when a hand reached out from behind that curtain and tore it loose. See? My dress is torn right here in front.
I see.
But, Martha,
Was it a very valuable pin, ma'am?
Not so terribly valuable, officer. I valued it more as an heirloom.
How much would it cost to replace it?
Oh, I don't suppose it'd be worth more than $1,000.
And that string of pearls you're wearing, ma'am, what are they worth?
Well, you embarrassed me in front of all these people, officer.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I had a special reason in asking that question.
Well, they cost me, that is, Henry, $10,000.
And the thief made no attempt to grab them?
No, officer. I can't understand it.
Well, maybe I can. Will you show us just where you were standing, ma'am? Come along, Lieutenant. I got some ideas, and I'd like to see what you think of them.
All right, Tim.
Now, I was standing right here.
And the thief reached out from behind this curtain?
Yes.
And did you get a look at his face?
No, I didn't. I just saw his hand. It seemed to be clutching at my throat. I screamed, and then I must have fainted.
Now, ma'am, you get back to your party and let us work on this thing. There's no cause for any excitement, and if any of your guests feel uneasy, they can put their valuables in the hotel safe.
Very well, officer. You've been very kind. Oh, and I do hope that you'll be able to recover the pin. You see, I was going to give it to my niece for her graduation.
Oh, you were going to give it to your niece?
Yes. You see, she has always admired the pin.
You just let us work now, ma'am. We'll have a report for you before the party breaks up.
Thank you, officer. Oh, dear, I feel so trembly. Henry! Henry,
Well, you took the investigation right out of my hands, Tim.
Well, I just wanted to show you, Tim, that even though I'm retired, I'm still as good as any of you boys.
All right. You've been off a chunk of trouble. I'm going to let you handle this case, and if you run up against the wall, don't come running to headquarters.
Don't worry. Come on.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to find that dame's diamond pin.
What do you expect to find behind those curtains?
Dust. You see, I know the employees of this hotel better than you do, Lieutenant. They wouldn't think of dusting behind the curtains in a million years.
What is it?
Just what I thought. You see this radiator?
Yeah?
There's a cover on it. This cover probably hasn't been dusted since it was put on.
Oh, what's that got to do with it?
Just this. This jewel snatcher, whoever he was hiding behind this curtain. He probably had to wait quite a while until someone come near enough to let him grab a sparkler and scram by these back stairs.
All right.
He'd probably get tired standing, so he looked for a place to sit down.
Right.
You see that spot in the dust? That's where the guy sat while he was waiting.
Oh, I see what you're up to. You're going to line up the gentlemen guests and ask them to lift their coattails. The one that has dust on the seat of his trousers is going to be clapped in the jug, huh?
All right, now stop razzing me, Lieutenant. You know as well as I do that none of these swells pull that job. Why, they're all wearing more jewelry than Mrs. Vandergrist lost.
Oh, what's so significant about the dust?
Nothing, except that to hoist himself up here on this radiator cover, the guy we're after had to use his hands. If you'll quit razzing me and take a close look at this cover, you'll see prints of both hands. Perfect prints, just what we need.
By Jove, you're right, Mullins.
I beg your pardon?
For what?
I mean, excuse me. Have you gentlemen found anything?
You're darn right. We just the same as found the life history and picture of the guy who stole your wife's pin. Hey, stay away from those prints. What are you trying to do, smear them up?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get a fingerprint man from headquarters to check these up, Lieutenant, while I stay here and sort of look after them. I got a hunch that these prints will tell us everything we want to know. what's the dope, Lieutenant?
Well, the prints belong to Gentleman Jim Bradley.
Gentleman Jim, huh? When did he get out of the big house?
The first of last month.
I suppose you put out an order to pick him up.
We'll have him by morning.
Hello? Yeah, this is a hotel detective. What? What? All right, I'll be right down.
What is it?
I guess I'm getting what I asked for tonight. One of the guests just took a header out of a 14th-story window. Come on.
Who was it?
I didn't know. Let's take these stairs. They will shoot us right out onto the street. Yeah, right here. Yeah, all right, open up here. Let us through, will you? Come on, get back. Holy smoke, Lieutenant, look.
Gentleman Jim Bradley.
Yeah, and wasn't much of a job to find him. Well, there's one jailbird who'll never fly again. Come on, let's search him for the diamond.
You're crazy as a loon, Tim. What do you expect to find in here?
Well, if Bradley didn't have the diamond on him, it's probably in his room here. Shut the door.
I'm beginning to believe that he isn't the man we're after.
How about the fingerprint? Sure he is. Say, that's funny.
What?
This slipper up here.
Oh, what's funny about that? We found the other one in the street.
Yeah, but I was thinking... Say, Gentleman Jim didn't suicide. That's where I've been wrong. Why, if he'd have jumped out, we'd have found both slippers in the street. But if he'd been hit on the head and tossed out, one of the slippers could have easily come off while the killer was dragging his body to the window. Quick, get Tommy Woods on that phone for me, will you?
What do you want Tommy for?
Tommy knows more about what goes on in this town between midnight and morning than the town itself. When you get him, I'll talk to him. And then you chase down to room 826 and get Saul Levinson out of bed. He'll yell his head off, but get him up here. I've got a job for him.
All right, Tim. You got me all mixed up, but it's your case.
Yeah, just do as I say, that's all. I think I'll have an arrest for you.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Tommy. Yeah, you've told me all I need to know. Yeah. I think we got a pretty good case on him. I'll let you know. Yeah. Come in.
So what's the big idea, Tim? Here I am sleeping soundly, and this guy breaks in and says you want to see me. So what's the idea, huh?
Yeah, you'll find out. You're the best diamond expert in town, Saul. I want your advice on something.
At 12 o'clock at night? Hey, I'm going back to bed.
No, you're not. You wait here. That'll be Mr. Vandergrist. I sent a boy to ask him to come down. Open the door, Lieutenant.
Did someone...
Yes, come on in, Mr. Vandergrist. We want to talk to you.
But my wife is giving a party. I really should...
This ain't according to law, Vandergrist, but...
Yeah, what's the idea?
Yeah, search him, Lieutenant.
You can't do this while you blackguards, you ruffians.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Yeah, you found it, did you?
Yeah. Here.
That's the diamond pin, all right.
You can't do this.
It's a poor time to be telling us. Here, take a look at this rock, Saul. What's it worth?
Well, it's a pretty nice setting. Offhand, I'd say $20.
His wife claims it's worth $1,000.
It might be if it was real. Yeah, I'll call my lawyer and he'll...
Yeah, you won't call nobody until we tell you you can. Where'd you get this rock?
I won't say a thing until I see my lawyer.
All right, I'll tell you. You lead a pretty wild life, Vandergrist. You haven't got a dime of your own. You spend what your wife gives you, but that isn't enough for the kind of parties you fling. So you hire Gentleman Jim Bradley to steal your wife's diamond pin. Now, you're going to stay locked in this room until we make a little visit upstairs.
I'm not. I tell you, I'm not.
No? Come on, boys.
Well, maybe you know what you're up to, but you're liable to get in an awful jam. Who lives here?
Vandergrist. They got nearly the entire wing.
I wish you'd tell me what this is all about.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Miss Vandergrist, but we just received word that all your jewels have been stolen out of your safe.
Why, I'm sure that they haven't. I was just...
I wonder if you'd mind looking again, ma'am.
Why, certainly not. Come in. The safe's right over here. Oh, but I'm sure there must be some mistake. You see? They're all here. Everything.
Yeah, see this diamond necklace?
Why, yes.
Yeah, take a look at it, Saul. What's it worth?
$50.
$50? Why, I'll have you know that...
Paste, lady.
Paste?
Look at this other stuff, Saul.
Same thing. Paste.
Why...
Mrs. Vandergrist, I'm sorry to tell you, but your jewels have been stolen, and to keep you from finding it out, these imitation stones were replaced in the original settings. Now, if you'll lend us your cooperation, I think we'll be able to apprehend the criminal.
Why, what do you want me to do?
Just sign this complaint here. We'll do the rest.
Well, I really should consult my husband.
I don't believe that's necessary, ma'am.
Well, there.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. We'll have some news for you within an hour.
Tim, what in heaven's name are you up to?
So I'm too old to be in the force, huh? You young punks would have had a swell time with this case.
Oh, I haven't got it straight yet.
Easy. This guy Vandergrist needed money. His wife wouldn't give him any more, so he's been steadily stealing her jewels and replacing them with imitations.
But why did he have Gentleman Jim Bradley steal the pin if it was worthless?
Because his wife was going to give it to her niece. The niece would have probably discovered the imitation and told the old lady.
Yeah, but why did Vandergrist shove Gentleman Jim Bradley out of the window?
It'll be hard to prove that, but he knew that we'd get Bradley sooner or later and that Bradley would squeal. Well, come on, Lieutenant. There's work to be done.
Say, officer, please, can I go to bed?